inshallah, about the important topic today. Of course, not speaking about Ramadan, our Ramadan, of course, but before we speak about Ramadan Muhammad, we know it's Ramadan. Everybody waiting for Ramadan. Every Muslim waiting for Ramadan. Even people not praying, waiting for Ramadan. That's when they pray. Oh, they pray. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. سورة المؤمنون. The first ayah, بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. قد أفلح المؤمنون. Who's screaming? قد أفلح المؤمنون. قد, for sure, the believer success. And the third ayah, الذين هم عن اللغو معرضون. The one not speaking with any falsehood, speaking bad, especially social media, they're away from that. Those people, mu'mineen, and get success. And Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, من حسن إسلام المرء, the best of the Muslim to become Muslim, تركه ما لا يعنيه, to leave something is not concerned him.
Yeah.
Now,
doesn't involve you, move away from it.
Something in social media, post and they share it and speak about it. And for example, what happened in Minnesota, one person spoke, now many hundreds of comments and comment and comment.
Absolutely.
And Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, beautiful hadith. This is for the parents now. قال Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam البخاري, كلكم راع وكلهم مسؤول عن رعيته. Everybody shepherd in his house, in charge in the house, male and female, and everybody responsible about your. The question here in Ramadan, you people also attach the phone, attach social media. My question, Brother Muhammad, the first one, the cyber police, with this here, did it challenging. How to solve this kind of problem for the Muslim Ummah, especially in Ramadan.
Especially during Ramadan.
Today, by the way, 8 of Sha'ban. A lot of people tell you 9 of Sha'ban, 8 of Sha'ban, 8 of Sha'ban. That's at least in our area.
And where we're at, where we live. I mean, it's funny because we talk about social media so much.
Yeah.
Right? We talk about it, the bad, the good, the ugly, what you can do with social media. And then when you talk about these hadiths, these things in the Quran that about not backbiting, not talking about people, getting away from things that don't involve you, right? Speaking about stuff that you don't know about. The kids especially, they think about it as, well, I'm not speaking, I'm just typing, right? I'm not speaking to people. When the Quran was made, it was made when there was no social media. So they talk about, when you can't talk, use your tongue when you're talking about people or when you're giving bad information or false information. They don't realize that when you're typing on social media or when you're watching certain things on social media, you're also doing the same haram you're doing if you're speaking, right? So that's one of the things I have to really kind of explain to the youth a lot of is, I know you're not talking, you're not speaking backbiting behind people's backs, or you're not providing misinformation in real life, but you're still doing it on your phones, you're still doing it on social media, so it's still haram.
But that's a challenge.
It's a big challenge because it's become normal.
Oh,
right. It's a normal way of life these days, right? You see a video, oh my gosh, let me comment and post, let me reshare to my people so my people can see it. Let me reshare. You don't know what happened. You don't know what you're resharing. You don't know what you're talking about. So don't reshare or don't post something you don't know about, right? And if you're one of those people that just automatically shares, and that's one of the things I tell the kids, be careful what you're reposting. Right? One of the kids asked me, what if I repost something? I see something and I repost it. Is that haram? Yeah, if it's bad and you're reposting something bad, of course it's haram.
Absolutely, yeah.
Well, I didn't make that post. I'm just reposting. Well, it's still haram. You're still sharing something else. You know it's haram. And that's how I explain to them is, if you know it's haram and you're reposting it and you're resharing it, what do you think?
Allah said in Surah Al-Ankabut, يحملون أوزارهم وأوزارا معهم. I mean, that sin of those people, they carry their sin and their double sin.
Double sins. And I tried to explain it to them in that sense of times 2, right?
Yeah.
You're thinking about it like you did something wrong, but times that by 2 now, right? You're doubling up the haram that you just did by reposting something that you know is haram. If you don't know it's haram, if you don't know it's halal, don't do it. Don't post it. Right? Don't share it.
Do you believe that cybernet is dangerous for everyone? Or you compare it between yes, no? How?
It depends on
It depends
on the person.
The person.
On the person, right?
Individually.
Individually. You know, all of us are using social media. Anybody who's watching it right now is using social media, right? Who's ever watching us right now is using social media. There's social media, there's internet everywhere, right? You can't run away from it. So one of the things that I try to explain to the parents and to the youth and to the sheikhs and to the imams is learn yourselves how to use social media, use the internet, and teach your kids how to use it in the positive way. You can do so many fun things. You can do so many great things. You can learn so much off of social media now, right? Off the internet, right? Some stuff that you have to go to college for or go to technical school for, you can learn it on YouTube, right? If I wanted to learn how to wire, change my wiring or change my plugs, I watch a couple of YouTube videos, learn how to do it.
That means that benefits.
Yeah, there's a lot of benefits to it. You know, you can find a good sheikh or a good imam you can follow. You can listen to what he's saying. You can watch. There's so many people there's so many sheikhs that do 30-day, disciplines during Ramadan. They give you lessons during each day, something different. There's so many good things to it. But if you're not aware of what your kids are doing, if you're not aware of what you're watching, right, as a parent, as an adult, as a man, as a woman, if you're not aware of what you're watching, and you're watching this stuff in front of your children, what do you think your children are going to do?
Yeah, Allah.
If you're commenting and writing posts and doing these things, and your kids are watching you do these things, what do you think they're going to do?
Especially Ramadan coming.
Especially during Ramadan coming. So what I've been going to the school now and kind of getting the kids ready for is start to make a plan.
The parents.
I tell the kids, with your parents, start to come up with a plan of what you want to start to change during Ramadan. But you have to start now. You don't wait for the first day of Ramadan to say, okay, we're going to do this. No, you start talking about it now. Get the kids' minds ready.
Before
Ramadan comes. Get them excited, get them ready, decorate, do what you got to do in the house, and then start to have these conversations with, okay, during this Ramadan, we're going to do this. We're going to change that. We're going to invite more people to the house. We're going to go to the masjids more. We're going to, you make your deal now and your plan now with your kids. So you're all on the same page when Ramadan starts.
Yes. 20 days, we can do. I mean, that the key as a parents, I have to prepare myself in Ramadan to be peaceful Ramadan.
And ask yourself as a parent, and this is something maybe the imams, the local imams at the masjids and an imam that's listening can really have like a talk when you're having your the lecture in Fridays. You have all these men in front of you, all these dads, all these parents, all these kids listening to your conference, listening to your talk on a Friday. Throw in a little sprinkle of seeds that tell the parents, hey, listen, Ramadan's coming up. Make a plan with your kids. Make a plan with your kids. Make a plan with your family. What did you do?
I'm gonna do this next Friday. Just like
because it's getting the dads in their minds ready. Okay, what can we do different this Ramadan? What are we doing wrong? What did we do? What are we doing wrong all year long that we can start to change during Ramadan? Because remember, we talked about addiction. We talked about changing behaviors, right? We said, in order for a behavior to stop, you need about 30 days, right? 30 days to stop a behavior. Think about it. That's Ramadan.
Yes.
30 days to stop a behavior. So you now have an excuse. We're going to stop watching social media at a certain time for this much time during Ramadan. And then you trickle it over slowly after Ramadan. You keep that same, plan in place. And whatever you've done during Ramadan, it can keep going even after Ramadan. But you have to start somewhere. And I think right now is the time we need to start.
I love this idea, Brother Muhammad. Jazakallah khair. I'm going to start actually with myself. My household, we are in Ibadah. But the people in my khutbah, my Salat al-Jum'ah, I can change. For the imams, whoever listen to the imams, excellent idea, Salat al-Jum'ah. Not the lecture here. Salat al-Jum'ah, because if people come only sometimes, only Salat al-Jum'ah.
That's it. That's
take opportunity to make for the family to make a plan to make the best Ramadan this year, inshallah.
And honestly, I'll just say this. I think one of the things that we do wrong as Muslims with our imams, with our masjids, is we're not on the same page with what we're talking about, right? You go to this masjid, he's talking about one thing. You go to another masjid, he's talking about something else. You go to another masjid, he's talking about something else.
Yeah.
If you go to the other faith-based institutions, I'm not going to name, certain religions or anything like that, but if you go to other faith-based places, they have like a group chat with each other. This place is going to talk about, we're all this week, we're going to talk about this. And all those religious places, they're talking about the same thing. So wherever you go to, all the message, all the messages should be talking about the same thing.
This message actually for the imams in charge here, Brother Muhammad. So what is the plan here, step by step, about this idea?
So make a plan with your local masjids, right? With your masjids and your community and your county and your country. You know, get all the masjids together, all the imams together, and say, okay, guys, brothers, we're going to have Ramadan in 2 weeks. I think let's talk about this week. And all the masjids should be talking about the same thing. Get all the masjids on the same page, on the same topic, and you will start to see every person that goes into any masjid hearing the same lecture at the same time.
Yeah, I like that. Yeah.
And how beautiful would that be, where you think now you got not just the 100 people that came to your masjid, but the thousands of Muslims in that country on the same page.
Brother,
is that bad, or is that?
It's beautiful. Yeah, but the key, we have to apply that. A lot, I love the imams, I'm an imam.
I know.
But a lot of imams actually controlled by the board what to say also.
Then you have to, as a imam or as a strong leader, right? Because we Muslims, we don't fear people.
Yes, but in the country here, not everybody.
I know, and I get it, because I know and I understand. But at the same time, it's like, okay, maybe with the board members to get them on the same page. I know a lot of people open, especially here, the imams or the board members get mad at each other and they go open up their own masjid. Right? Yes. And then they start their own masjid, and then you have 3 masjids next door to each other.
Yes.
And then you go to this masjid, that means you don't like that person. It's ridiculous. It's really frustrating, of course. But at the same time, all our main goals, our end goals, is to go where? To heaven. And the only way we can do that is we all work together, especially to help our youth understand that all the Muslims are on the same page.
I was an imam in South Carolina. The previous imam, he left the masjid, I came here, and immediately 1.5 miles open another masjid.
See?
The problem is the knowledge of the Islam. The Aqidah is not there. Unfortunately. Brother and sister, Muslim, if you go to the third question here, the mistakes actually with the people actually in Ramadan. The third question.
The mistakes, the mistakes people make, and it's unknowingly making these mistakes, not knowing that they're making the mistakes.
Give me an example.
So a lot of times people share things like hadiths that a person says, or that they think there's a sheikh on TikTok says something, and then they share it. Oh, look, this imam is saying this, or the sheikh is saying this, not knowing that what that person is saying is false.
Oh yeah, trust me.
We've seen this, right? We've seen this a lot in social media.
People, not only that, I see. And
I ask you questions. And when I say, is this true? Because we don't. And before we share anything, we need to know if it's true or not.
This, brother and sister, with all my respect, Ramadan, inshallah, coming soon, to prepare yourself to meet Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And not only that, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala revealed the Quran in Ramadan. وانزل فيه القرآن هدى للناس وبينات. هدى, guiding for the people, and clarity. To catch something on social media, on the internet, here and there, and share it without authentic books, you'll be in trouble. First, whoever makes fatwa without knowledge, you become kafir. Be careful, my dear brother and sister. Be careful when you give the knowledge and you don't know this is not true knowledge, and you have no resources. A lot of people, mashallah, we love all the shuyukh, mashallah, beautiful. But do not catch something and not complete that shit. We have to be careful.
And I think a lot of times we as people, as the normal, regular people, not sheikhs, not imams, we listen to somebody who's dressed like you, who has a beard like you, who's mashallah, seems so knowledgeable. But the way that person speaks, the tone that person speaks, it sounds so, he knows what he's talking about.
Yeah.
Right? He knows what he's talking about. So we assume, okay, that's it. He's dressed the way, he has the beard, he's playing he's a man. He has to be an imam. He's got books behind him. So us watching this on our screens, we're thinking, oh, khalas, we can trust this guy. He's a trustworthy person. But then he's saying something that's totally wrong. and then you share it with your wife, you share it with your husband, you share it with your kids, and you're sharing the wrong information. But that's not. But you are not doing it maliciously. You're not doing it on purpose. You're doing it by accident because you're not realizing what that person is saying is wrong.
In fact, it happened in Florida, in Miami, in Miami University. A person, Sikh, that mean not believing Allah, not believing Jesus or Moses. They believe in a cow. They believe in cow.
Yeah.
But he looked with his Indian, and he clothed like an Arab with a thawb and with turban. He took the sheikh.
Yeah.
They asked him for fatwa, and he gave fatwa.
And he gave fatwa. See?
And then that person, that's scary. Jazakallah khair for that. And that person, he did whatever that Sikh, not a Muslim even, not even Christian or Jews, he gave a Islamic fatwa. And he spread it.
Yeah. And people believe it.
And when they told me, I was shocked.
Yeah.
Number one, he is a kafir. He's not a Muslim. Not even Christian or Jews.
Yeah.
Ahl al-Kitab. They believe in a cow.
But he's dressed the part.
The way he dressed.
Yeah.
Long beard.
Yeah. And we see the same thing, not just Islamically speaking. We see the same thing when people who portray themselves as doctors on social media, right? They put a stethoscope and they wear the scrubs and they tell you, put, something on your head and it'll make your feet grow bigger. Some stuff that these people come up with, and then people are watching saying, "Oh yeah, I tried that the other day. Oh yeah, he's a doctor. He's got to be a doctor because he's wearing scrubs." Come on, brothers and sisters, please. We have to be smarter than that.
Listen,
smarter than that.
Yes, brother and sister.
We cannot. And one of the things I tell the kids all the time: don't believe everything you see, hear, or read. And now with AI becoming so much more realistic, you don't know what's true or not. My wife will say, "Is this true?" She'll send me videos. "Is this true? Did this really happen? Did this?" No, it didn't really happen. No, that's AI. No, there's a program that makes it look so real, but it's not real. But we, as regular normal people, we don't know if it's real or not. But you read the comments and people say, "Oh yeah, I saw that too. Oh yeah, this is true." No, it's not true.
Then the question here is very important: how to control? Ramadan is coming to 20 days, inshallah. How are we going to control ourselves? Whoever listens to us on social media, how to control ourselves as a Muslim, of course, scientifically. In the way you speak with the cybernet and cyber priest, how to control ourselves.
So it's funny with our cell phones, we have abilities to put alarms. We have abilities to put our phones on sleep. When we go to bed, what do? We turn off our phones. We put our phones on silent. Because why? We don't want to have to hear the noise and wake up, right?
Yeah.
So for us sleeping, we know, let me turn off my phone. Let me put it on silent. I don't want to hear anything. I'm going to go to bed. We can do the same thing for Ramadan. At a certain time, when it's time to eat, or during Ramadan. You put your alarm on for school, but you put your phone off for this. You time your social media. You can set your phone for so many different things. Right? A lot of us we get our phone, we turn it on, and we log in, and we're automatically just watching social media. We don't look at the different stuff that we have on our phones, the power that you can put into your phone to set it to regulate how much time you use your phone during Ramadan.
Like that. In the first hadith in Bukhari and Muslim, the hadith, the first hadith, إنما الأعمال بالنيات. Every action with the intention.
Absolutely.
If the people have intention to make Ramadan the best Ramadan, they have to follow you with this one. To make control for your phone about social media, TV.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
But you have to plan it out ahead of time. This is why I go to the school like I was going to the schools now, because I want the kids to get ready, get excited, because I told the kids, I know you're hearing about Ramadan. Yeah, the sheikh talks about Ramadan. The Islamic teacher talks about Ramadan. Okay, well, I'm going to talk to you about what to get ready for with Ramadan un-Islamically. I talk about let's prepare our family.
I like this.
Right?
In Ramadan. But benefits us.
Islamically.
Give us, please.
I tell them, talk to your parents about how, because I ask the kids, kids are very, they're very honest, especially with me, because they see me once a week. I'm not their dad. So they can be honest with me about stuff.
They open their hearts.
They open their hearts, and they ask. I ask questions. How many of your dads or moms sit there on the couch and use their phone when they come home from work? And every kid,
Yeah, raise their hand.
Raise your hand. How many of you guys say your dad uses his phone for about 2 hours, 3 hours, 4 hours, and their hands up? So I said, okay, now let's talk about talking to your parents about them setting limitations for social media use. Not you, not the kid. The kids, they are doing whatever the parents are doing, right? They're mimicking what the parents are doing. If my dad's going to sit there on the phone for 4 hours, I'm going to sit on my phone for 4 hours, right? That's how our kids are watching us. So as kids, I tell your parents during Ramadan. I think one of the plans is let's drop our phone use to 1 hour during Ramadan. I said, you know how much of an impact if a kid, a 6th grader, or a 7th grader, or an 8th grader says that to their parent, how much of an impact that would have on the parent? That's a big impact when your kids are saying this thing.
It's very important, brother, in details more, because it's very important.
Mm-hmm.
Very important. 1 hour for my son, my daughter to leave the phone at the same time. I have
to. Yeah, you
can
can't.
parents
Yes, of
leave
course.
and have Quran or
Mhm.
Hadith or reading or speaking together or cooking together.
Cooking together, cleaning together, getting the tomato ready together, getting the waters,
Oh my Rabb.
setting the table. There's things that we can do and this is one of the things I tell the kids, because parents don't believe they're doing anything wrong, right?
Yeah.
And a lot of times when I talk to the parents, it's my house. I'm the dad. I'm the mom. So why should I change what I'm doing? My kid just has to listen to me.
It's not the slaves. The kids are not the slaves. It's a partnership with everyone.
Yeah. And when you try to explain that to a lot of the old school parents from overseas, they look at me or they look at somebody like you who's telling them these things like you're crazy. Well, I have to explain to you guys, the kids of this generation aren't the kids that the way we grew up. They're not the same kids that it was when you grew up. Where they're a different branch of kids where they grew up on these. They grew up on the cell phone. They grew up on the tablets. We grew up without them. We're in the time period where we didn't have them. We were playing outside. We're riding bikes. We were climbing trees. And then we got these, where then these guys are born with this. So now we have to understand.
Yeah.
As parents, I get it. It's addicting, right? The dopamines and all the chemicals. We're watching these videos. It's really fun. But if you're doing this for 3-4 hours a day, what do you think your kid is doing?
Brother and sister, I love it, Brother Muhammad. Jazakallah khair for that, really.
Of course.
Brother, it's very, very important. Very important this Ramadan here. Make a plan. Not only for you as a father, you as a mom. No, a plan for the whole entire family. Mm-hmm. This Ramadan, 1 hour, 2 hours, 3 hours, we have to do this together.
Yeah.
And I know in the beginning the kids will be frustrated. No,
of course.
You have to be. Can you be firm?
Yeah, of course. Be firm with yourself as well.
I have to be.
You can't just be firm on the.
Brother, this is the key. I have to be firm myself as a father, and firm as a mom. The kids we control.
Absolutely.
We could win an example.
Yeah.
We are a model for our own kids.
Absolutely. And then you'll see a lot of times the kids will push back. Right? Oh, this is boring. This is.
Yeah. What? How to tell?
And you, little by little, you start to see them. You stick with it.
They start from now.
They start from now, and you'll start to see that the kids will start to see you as a parent staying and sticking and being consistent. The biggest key, I think, is a lot of times that we forget as parents is consistency. Right? You can't do it for 1 day, 2 days, and then let me go back to using my phone again. You can't do it for 3 days, 4 days, and then the kids are thinking, all right, dad will last 2 days, and then dad will go back to using his phone.
Prophet Muhammad told us to continuously we do this, but you have to continuously do it. Even small things.
Little thing, yeah.
Just continue doing that.
Mm-hmm.
Step by step, get better and better.
Absolutely.
So, brother, take this advice. I got this. I got to share this this advice to my message. So, very important, brother and sister. Really, Ramadan is coming very soon. You have to make our Ramadan the best of the best. Make a plan now, not in the day of Ramadan. Because Ramadan, everybody tired. A lot of people tired, thirsty, hungry. Especially you got married again. It's social. But very, very important to 20 days at least. Prepare your family in safe, peace, and tranquility.
Yeah, little by little, piece by piece. You start talking about it now.
Yeah. Of course, the social media now, YouTube and YouTube
Instagram,
and
TikTok.
it's many people texting with the groups, groups. And that group, actually, I know some people, me myself, I don't follow the groups, period.
Yeah.
And then sometimes my family here, there, I see the name, I read. But not only that, my family have a ghost, I don't read it. I say, I don't read this stuff. My family, my sister, my nieces, my nephew in Palestine. But anything both, but some people they read.
Yeah.
But that, you think, in my opinion, is disease. But you are everyone learn from you how to deal with this, with the social media, with WhatsApp and Instagram and what is the Messenger.
When it becomes like a distraction more than it becomes beneficial, right? That's when it becomes more of a distraction. When you're constantly just reading and watching and reading and watching, and you start to see some of the changes in your own behavior.
Indeed.
Right? And
yeah.
you start to see that you can't sleep, right? You can't eat, or you can't focus, or you're not giving the attention to your own family that's in your own house. Like you'll start to see these things happening little by little by little. And then the people around you start to say, well, what's wrong with Brother Muhammad right now? What's wrong with Baba? Why isn't Baba joking like he used to joke? Why isn't, Baba happy like he used to be happy? And it becomes you become so entrenched in the social media stuff that you're forgetting the real life around you.
How the answer to, yes, the disease, but how to stop ourselves to doing that? As a cyber.
And again, just like any addiction, right? Because that's what it becomes. It becomes an addiction, right? You become addicted to just watching what's happening overseas. You get addicted to watching what's happening around your house, around your neighborhood, around the America, around wherever. You become addicted to watching these things. And that's what these algorithms are for. These social media platforms are meant for this, to keep you engaged, to keep you watching. The longer you're watching, the more views that person's getting, that screen time is getting. It's meant for this. So once people start to open up their eyes and their brains to understanding that the social media platforms are good, but there's also a lot of negative. And you have to also have that balance, right? Create that balance. Okay, great. You want to watch what's happening overseas? You want to watch what's happening around your neighborhood? Fine. You should watch. You should know, but put a limit. Limit it on what you're watching, because at the end of the day, like I said, if you keep watching what's happening around the world, it becomes depressing.
Indeed. Yeah, actually, you came before. I have no TV. The world started. I have a TV.
Yeah, TV. Yeah.
But what? News, and now I stop.
Yeah.
And when I send it back.
Why?
Why? Because I was interested in the news to see what's going on. I cannot reach my family.
And what happens to you when you keep watching the news?
I cannot sleep.
Yeah.
And now, alhamdulillah, now I sleep because sometimes I call my sister, my niece, my nephew, my friend. They answer, whoever alive. My point, the key, I control it.
Yeah.
But not everybody can control.
Not everybody can, but it takes time, right?
But how to control? Suppose I still watching the news again. How to control this?
It's like I said, man. It's an addiction, and with every addiction comes, every person is different. Right? There's no one size fits all, turn off the TV. Everybody's different. Yeah. So let's say as a husband, or you have to understand now, if your people are around you are saying that there's something wrong with you, if your wife is coming, if your children are coming, if people are coming to tell you, hey, you're not the same guy that you used to be 3 months ago.
Indeed, yes.
Or for the last 3 months, I've noticed you declining. You're becoming sad. You're not talking. You're not sleeping. I've noticed these things. I'm your wife. I'm your husband. I'm your child. I've noticed these things. You now have to dig down into yourself and say, wait, that's 4 people that told me the same thing. 3 people, 2 people in my house told me the same thing. Maybe there's something wrong with me. But again, a lot of us, the worst thing that people do is they don't self-reflect. Right? They don't look at themselves like they're doing something wrong.
Allah, Brother Muhammad, you are perfect. In fact, when I got out of the hospital, I came to Florida, and I become very frustrated if somebody is not praying right. All right? I got angry. The people become like far away. But I got advice from my own wife. Ibrahim, this. And now I see wrong, but I smile.
Yeah. Because you can't change everybody.
Exactly.
But you can teach.
I love that. Allah, I really love you, Brother Muhammad. MashaAllah, that's very good. Brother, it's very important to sister, Brother Muhammad. Yes, sometimes we're frustrated. But Ramadan normally become more calm, more attached to the Quran, attached to the masjid, attached to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, attached to our community, especially Captain more people every iftar with a family or in a masjid or a friend.
Yeah.
Beautiful. But we are still in Sha'ban. 8 Sha'ban today, alhamdulillah.
We have 20 days.
So I can start
planning the plan. And we let's say for me, for example, I already have a plan with my family. Okay, guys, we have for my job, I take the police departments to the different masjids, and we do iftar dinners. We go to the different community centers in the cities. I bring the police over there to have iftar dinner with the Muslims, and have the Muslims talk to the law enforcement, explain what Islam is all about. So I already told my family, look, for at least 5 days during Ramadan, I'm doing this. Do you guys want to come with me? Or do you guys want to eat here? Or do you guys want to go to my family's house? Where do you guys want to do? And they'll make the plan of what they want to do. But for me, for 5 days, oh, no, Baba will come with you. Okay, good. So now I already have a plan. Out of the 30 days, 5 of those days, I'm going to be eating iftar dinner with different masjids, with the police departments, and with the politicians, and bringing those people to these masajid to introduce them to Islam that they don't see on TV, the real Islam, right? Because that's the best time to take law enforcement, politicians to the masjid, because everybody's in a good mood. Everybody's happy. Everybody's eating. Everybody's in a good,
Some imams, some very few. Something, for example, the imam you're brought up with, they are not against completely about any official people to be involved.
I know.
But he's not an imam anymore. But some people like him.
Yeah.
How to deal with this?
You have to, as a community, we have to understand something. We live in a country that is good, has its great qualities, and has its bad qualities. We also live in a country in the West where there are people in our neighborhood, people in the community, people in law enforcement are told one thing about Islam. Islam is scary. Islam is this. Islam is that. Islam is bad. That's what they're told. They're told on the news. They're told on social media. They're told in their meetings. They're told constantly that Islam is bad. You don't want to be hanging out with Muslims. And then we Muslims, we say, no, don't come to our masjid. Come on.
I agree with you. But
we as Muslims have to open up our doors. That's what Islam is all about. We're supposed to invite people.
I mean, it's a very extreme imam. Alhamdulillah, not all the imams. Very.
Yeah, I know.
The community have to go to him.
Or the community brings the people to another place. If the imam or if the board members don't want to come, go get a community center.
I like this.
Go rent out a community center. Mashallah, I'm guaranteeing you have Muslims that have a little bit of money. Put the money together. And
brother, that's the best idea. Again, Brother Muhammad gonna repeat it again for the community. Whoever, if the imam refused for official police, congressman, senator come.
Commissioners, mayors, if you have an imam that or board members that are against bringing these kinds of people into your masajid, closing the doors to your local officials and stuff like this, go rent out a community center. Go to your city and say, I want to borrow that community center or that little multi-purpose room or something where you can have 20 people
da'wah
doing da'wah, undercover da'wah. You're just telling them, come eat with us. You do the prayer at the beginning. You make some dua at the beginning. You explain to them what the Ramadan is all about.
Iftar and Tarawih.
And then iftar, no, not Tarawih is too much for them.
Okay.
They come do the salah. They do the prayer. They watch the salah. Let them watch you pray. That's what we do. We put the people in the back. The politicians sit in the back and they watch the salah. Why do you put your head to the ground? Well, that's what Jesus did. That's what Jesus did. We pray like Jesus. Oh, you guys believe in Jesus? Then you slowly bring these conversations to these people. Well, we didn't know you guys believe in Jesus. We thought you prayed to Muhammad. We thought you prayed to Muhammad. Well, no, I'm Muhammad. Nobody's praying. But you bring those people, and if you have the masjids, you have the imams that don't want this to happen, then the community has to pull out and say, look, we're going to do it at a community center. We're going to make an iftar dinner. And I have three iftar dinners, I think, in community centers. In the different cities.
So you can do it.
You can do it. It's easy. I think there's one in the library. One of the libraries. They're doing an iftar dinner at a library.
Wow.
Yeah.
So brother and sister, do not give up. we can do is the board say no. I mean, that training board, I consider that.
Yeah, of course.
So do it at least for those people to know who's Muslim, who you are a Muslim. Present yourself as a Muslim. You're American.
And listen, I'll tell you just from personal experience, when you do stuff like this, and then you have people who keep bashing Islam, bashing, talking trash, the people that you brought to the masjid, the politicians and these people, they're going to say, well, what are you talking about? We went to the masjid. They're so nice. They fed us. They took care of us.
Yeah.
And that's going to be your backup behind the scenes. Inshallah.
Okay. If you go to number 5, actually, number 6, actually, have to choose actually something unique and obedience to Allah. Of course, I'm talking about American kids, American youth, American born in America, born in Europe,
the West.
But we understand Islam.
Yeah.
We practice, but our kids in Ramadan sometimes fasting, and at the same time everybody eating, and have even sexual relationship publicly. But how to?
So when you talk about social media and understanding how to look at the content, right? What kind of content our kids are watching? Let's say you want your kids to watch halal stuff, but the majority of the stuff that comes on social media is haram.
Correct.
Right? It's garbage. It's fake stuff. It's dancing. It's singing. It's music. It's whatever you want to think about. One of the things I kind of teach the kids is if you want your algorithm to change, if you want the stuff to change on your pages, right? Because the first thing is I tell the kids, let me see your phone. I'll show you what kind of kid you are, but what you're watching, right? And nobody wants to show me their phones because they're afraid that of course. Yeah. And I said, show your mom your phone. Let me see. If you let your mom watch your phone, then you have nothing to hide. For me, my phone is out. My wife can look up. My kids can look. I don't care because there's nothing. Alhamdulillah, there's nothing that I'm afraid of that they're going to see. So I tell the kids, if you want to change your algorithm, change what's coming on your screens, go to your search bars on TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, and start searching stuff. Search Islamic hadiths for Ramadan. Search things to do Islamically speaking correctly in Ramadan. Search different things, and you'll start to see slowly your algorithm starts to change. It goes from girls dancing to sheikhs talking about what you can do during Ramadan.
Yeah.
And slowly but surely, you'll start to see everything starts to change on your platform. And next thing you know, your social media is all Islamic content or all halal stuff, and all your haram stuff is gone. And I tell the kids, don't worry, because once in a while, as you're scrolling, they're gonna put a video in there to see if you're gonna watch it. They're gonna challenge your eyes to see if your eyes stay on that screen.
And you're right with that. Yeah.
Once in a while, they'll throw a bad girl dancing or something, or they'll put some stupid stuff on your phone to see how long you're going to watch that video for.
For how long?
For how long. If you watch that video, I think it's like 5 seconds or 8 seconds. If you watch that video for that much, we caught him. He likes this kind of stuff.
Wow.
We put your algorithm now.
Really?
Oh, yeah, of course.
Actually, sometimes I look at the news here, and sometimes a picture, a person, this is not.
Has nothing to do with
I want to come again. Yeah. You're right with that.
Absolutely. The algorithms are very specific to making sure that you're wasting your time.
But I didn't see dancing, actually.
I'm gonna stay away from that stuff. Don't search it either.
I said Dabka, actually. Okay. I watch it. Dabka.
Please don't watch Dabka during Ramadan, please.
Yeah. Oh, that, yeah. I mean, we can actually choose our time, now the plan for Ramadan to make timing.
Absolutely.
But Allah swear by the time. I said, wal asr. Yeah, Allah swear wal asr, I mean with the time. Not with Salat al-Asr, but with Salat al-Asr. No, Allah start with the time. Yeah. We have a lot as a Muslims, but not me, Muslims. Not me. Why? Because, for example, I want to go to the masjid, Salat al-Masjid, for example, 6 o'clock, for example. Actually, Salat al-Fajr 6:20. I go to the masjid 3 or half an hour before the time, just in case of the traffic, the car, something happened. Because the intention I want to go. But a lot of people I know very well, 6:10, we're going like 5 minutes, 10 minutes. I mean, and sometimes doctor appointment, for example. Doctor, there is in household barely to go on time exactly. Not me.
Yeah. Yeah.
I like to go before, but Ramadan, we know exactly how to stop eating in the Fajr, before the Fajr.
It's all time free.
What time in Maghrib, before Maghrib, I can eat in that. Perfect now.
There's a schedule.
But can we have the same system in Ramadan, suhoor and Fajr, stop eating in Sha'ban now, and after just Shawwal, after Ramadan?
I mean, can you? I mean, yes.
Me, yes.
If you,
but not everybody.
Not everybody. And we're not, not everybody's like you, right? Not everybody is disciplined enough to do that yet. So I'm not telling people start fasting now to get ready for Ramadan. No.
I fast Monday and Thursday.
Yeah. But what I tell people is, like, for me, for example, I used to have a problem with coffee. Right? Me and coffee. I would 8-9 cups of coffee a day. And
now how many?
2.
What comes at club?
One in the morning, one at night.
Actually, I had a yard in the Hajj, and after door I finish.
So what I explain to people is that before Ramadan starts, what I started to do is I started to cut back on my coffee weeks before Ramadan started, because I know if I don't, I'm going to get sick. I'm going to get the headaches. I'm going to get the withdrawal symptoms. I know my body. I know that once Ramadan comes, if I don't slowly get my caffeine out of my system, I'm going to have a hard time for the first 3 days.
Oh.
Right, first 3 days of Ramadan. And it happened years ago where I said, oh my gosh, what's going on? And it was the lack of caffeine because of my addiction to coffee. Oh yes, and we're all of us, we drink coffee or tea.
I am actually, but I'm not addicted.
Well,
you can control it.
Yeah, and now I'm down to two cups, right? And I've been able to settle myself down, understand that when Fajr comes or before Fajr, when Suhoor comes.
Ramadan teaches people to.
And Ramadan taught me. That was my excuse during Ramadan. I said, "Khalas, during Ramadan, I'm gonna lower my caffeine intake," and that was years ago.
Yeah.
You know, but I started before Ramadan to get to Ramadan.
Okay. Now, number 8 is very important. Your opinion, actually, the advice is to control ourselves in Ramadan. We have a lot of things in households. Some households, for example, are not stable. Some house perfect, but Ramadan comes, the anxiety, mom and the dad, the mom, not the kids. Yeah. But now the message for the parents.
How things with privacy, right? To like understanding how parents can keep things private and in your family, in your household, and not. One of the things I really stressed about, and this is what I actually talked to the kids today, was don't post what you're doing.
Yeah.
Parents, they're posting. Oh, look at my Ramadan dinner. Look at my Ramadan this. Look at my iftar this. Everybody's posting their big bash dinners, and they're posting and they're posting on TikTok, and they're posting their house. Look at all my decorations. Look at all my, and you're seeing these things. And I tell the kids, like, listen, the evil eye is real. It's real. People will wish bad upon you when you post, and millions of people are watching your stuff. We got thousands and millions of people watching your stuff. You think everybody's going to be like, oh, mashallah, their house is beautiful, mashallah. No, there's going to be hundreds of people who wish bad for you. And it's sad is a lot of the times it'll be your own family members. Your own family members don't realize that they're saying, well, I wish I had a house like that. They don't say, mashallah, your house is beautiful. They say, I wish I had a house like that.
Oh my God, Brother Muhammad, you just had a very excellent point. Well, they say, you're right. In Ramadan, a lot of people, food, decoration, and Hadith al-Rasul, Prophet Muhammad, not Brother Muhammad Ziyada, Muhammad ibn Abdullah, sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, al-aynu haqq. The evil eye is the truth.
It's real.
It's real. And be careful. That is the sister, especially the sister with one of my respect. We love you, sister, for the sake of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So, whatever you do in a house, do not share it to the whole world. Plus, in Gaza, in Lebanon, in Rohingya, in Afghanistan, in Yemen, you have no food.
Yeah. And you're showing
country, there's no food.
Yeah.
And to show this food, if somebody give you an evil eye, you destroy your house by default.
Yeah.
Sometimes, not only that, sometimes you give an envy for your own self.
Absolutely.
Hadith Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, you can make hasad, envy, but your own self, oh, I am so and so and so, you destroy your household like this. Be careful. Thank you, Brother Muhammad. It's very important. Do not share something. A lot of people don't have it.
Yeah. And they get jealous. There's a lot of people that get jealous. A lot of people want to get married that they can't get married. A lot of people want to have kids that they can't have kids. A lot of people want to have a house, they can't get a house. A lot of people don't have food that you have all this food.
In Ramadan, actually, in Eid, finish Ramadan, Eid, they make a lot of people big shirt for the whole family, beautiful clothes, this. Some people have no clothes.
Yeah.
They can give you an evil eye for your kids. Be careful. Thank you.
So keep everything private. Keep everything that's going on in your house, your house.
Because it's your house.
It's your house. Don't show.
You don't have your whole world.
And one of the things I also get upset about is when men are posting pictures of their wives. And they're doing things with their wives. They're going out with their wives. Oh, look, come with us to the iftar dinner at this restaurant. And it's the guy and his wife in the car, and they're driving a nice car, and the wife is wearing makeup, and they're going out, and then he shows her while she's walking in. Brother, that's your wife. Why are you posting all these videos about your wife? Don't you know that people will give you the hasad?
Not only hasad, that's zina, that's adultery. That hadith of Rasul sallallahu alaihi wasallam قال إن العين تزني, the eye makes zina. How to make zina, Rasulullah? To look at that woman, the woman with the man, that becomes zina, adultery.
And you're doing it to your own family members. You're doing it to your own daughters. You're doing it to your own kids. As a father, if I see my daughter's husband posting these things, you don't think I'm going to go and tell this guy, hey, come on, man, have some respect for my daughter. She's a Muslim. You know, we don't do this. And again, I tell the kids all the time, remember, we're Muslims. We are built different.
So I love this. I said, we mentioned that before. We are our creation. Allah said that in the Quran. We are kuntum khayr. Allah said, Surah Al-Imran, kuntum khayra ummatin ukhrijat linnas. You are the best nation that are raising for human being, Muslims. We're supposed to be, but sometimes we forgot the Quran. And I see actually people when they're social media, the picture for the house and their food and this. And in Shawwal, after Ramadan, Shawwal, they lost a lot of things in the house. Even the relationship between the household is not the same.
Even when, and this is something I saw recently. When you go buy a car, at one of the dealerships, I don't know if it's everywhere, but at least over here, they tell you, hey, you just bought this car. Can we take a picture with you in the car so we can post it on our website? That, with happy customer who bought his brand new car. And I said, no, don't. Why? It's not a big deal. It's just going to be you in the car. I said, no, I don't want people to look at me and your website that I just bought a car and give me the evil eye. I want people to see me
like that
and recognize me in your website and say, how come he got a new car and I couldn't get a new car? But that's what they do. The car dealership, they want to post that we just sold another car. Look who the happy customer. They want to,
actually
advertise.
I saw actually that my wife's car, and whoever a new car, the picture, and I'm happy with that. Your brother Muhammad give us advice, and I love this advice. What's Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam? We have to keep up this. Do not speak publicly. We have to keep it. Why? Al-ayn haq. The eye is an evil sometimes. I can make you. Actually, your sister she lost all her hair. Suddenly, she combing her hair. I didn't see the hair. They combing her hair, and she's not look at the mirror. And I am the most beautiful. I'm braiding herself. And same day, no hair at all. I know the cancer. It's not even cancer. She lost her hair by the evil eye.
And herself. You do this kind of stuff to yourself.
That means you sometimes make hasad and evil for our own self. We have to be careful. Ramadan is coming to make the beautiful Ramadan, the peaceful Ramadan, inshallah. I mean, okay. Now, we're going to finish that for the Salah. A lot of kids actually, Salat al-Taraweeh, the parents, I saw that, forcing their kids to come to the masjid. Forcing. The kids come for Taraweeh. We're still in Sha'ban. how to make my son, my daughter, especially the boys, come for Salat al-Tarawih.
So a lot of times I think in the West, we don't go to Isha Salah. Like a lot of guys, how many times when you go to Isha Salah do you see people praying Isha?
2 lines in our
Maybe
masjid.
2 lines. Maybe
The other masjid, ICB, 3 lines.
3 lines. Maybe. And out of how many lines? Out of 30, 40,
100s.
50 lines?
Yeah.
So we know, at least here in the West, you know, when I go overseas to visit, mashallah, I go to the masjid to pray the 5 salahs.
Full.
And it's full.
Yeah, especially in Gaza.
But here, you got, mashallah, you got these beautiful masajid, and you got a line and a half, maybe 2 lines.
Door answer, no one there.
Nobody there, maybe 5 people.
Yeah.
You know, when I go pray the Dhuhr at the masjid, I see 5 of us praying together.
Yeah.
One of the things that I think we as the West should start to do is slowly start to take our kids to Isha Salah. Right. Right now. You start to say, okay, you know, jihad or whatever, come, let's go to the Isha prayer.
Now.
Yeah. You slowly start getting them into that.
Used to it.
Yeah, get them used to it. And you're gonna start to see maybe 2, 3 times, oh, Baba, I don't want to go. Baba, I just pray at home. Baba, I'll pray at home. 3 times, 4 times. What time do your kids go to sleep? 10 o'clock, 10:30? They can go pray Isha.
Some people midnight.
Sometimes midnight.
Put it in the phone.
Or start it off at least on a Friday night. You start Friday nights when there's no school.
And weekend.
Saturday and Sunday. Friday and Saturday, you take the kids to the Isha Salah. You would let them pray at night, let them go home. They can stay up until whatever time they want to stay up. Then the next day, do the same thing. Then you start to sleep slowly.
Ooh.
They start to get used to it. Right? If they're talking on the phone, I gotta go. My dad wants me to go to Salah. I gotta go to prayer. I gotta go to masjid. You'll start to see the kids talking to each other in the schools, especially the Islamic schools, where the kids will start talking to each other. Yeah, my dad's taking me to the Friday prayer. I have to go to Isha prayer. I have to go to Isha Salah with my father. And then you're gonna start to see the other kids saying, well, Muhammad goes to Isha Salah with his dad. Can we go? I want to go see Muhammad at Isha Salah. Then you start to see little by little friends start talking to each other. You start to see it start to carry itself.
Yeah, I like that.
You know, and subhanAllah, it does work. But we as parents just have to kind of take that first step.
Yeah. Actually, very strange, Brother Muhammad, in Sunday, we have breakfast in the masjid.
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, a lot of come in Salat al-Fajr.
Mm-hmm.
And then I asked, why you come in Fajr, not Saturday, not Sunday, for the breakfast? I said, no, we have a soccer game.
Yeah, you're right. At the soccer game.
Yeah, soccer game.
They have the soccer game.
I think that a lot of men here with their kids come for the soccer game every Sunday.
But that's how you got to think outside the box as a masjid, as an imam, as board members. How do we get the people to come?
It's been the key, Brother Muhammad. إنما الأعمال بالنيات. If every action with the intention. If I have intention really to make Ramadan the best Ramadan, I can do it.
You can do it.
I can do it. And my wife can do it.
Anybody can do it if you put the effort, and you put the consistency, and you put the teamwork. Teamwork. Husbands, wives, kids, wives, moms, dads.
Community, actually, neighbors.
As a community, we lack that love for each other.
Yeah.
Even though Islam tells you to do that,
Allah
tells us to love each other, to help each other. What you want for your brother, want for yourself. We're told these things. We talk these things. We preach these things on the member. You know, the imam's up there talking, but do we practice it?
Yeah, that's missing. Practicing is missing. And
it's sad.
But we can.
And one of the things I really push on the parents and the kids is our generation. Okay, Khalas, we're old. Our generation is gone. Next, the generation underneath us, let's prep them, get them ready to be that generation that really takes Islam to the next level, to where it's supposed to be.
Yeah.
Right. Give the charities, love each other, take care of each other, call on each other, check on each other. How many brothers don't talk to each other? How many sisters, cousins don't talk to each other because of whatever happened 40 years ago?
Changed now.
Or 20 years ago, you know.
Ramadan actually, it changed everything.
Yeah.
It's Ramadan. Well, we have 5 minutes now. If you have a question, Sunnahfollowers, you can speak up, inshallah. I have a comments, you have advice, inshallah. But yes, Ramadan, inshallah, I feel this year, the only problem, some people, Ramadan, no, not Ramadan. Ramadan, Eid is not Eid.
yeah.
Yeah, but my advice, brother, according to your community, the Ramadan say yes, don't worry about the other community.
Yeah.
That, I mean, not even the other masjid.
Mhm.
Your masjid said today is Ramadan, it's Ramadan. Ramadan is not Ramadan, it's not Ramadan. According to your masjid, your community, not any other community. Make this Ramadan special, number one. This Ramadan, united.
Absolutely.
Household united. Because if we are united, we'll never be defeated.
Never.
Absolutely.
And that's what they're afraid of.
Yeah, and alhamdulillah, brother Muhammad give us advice. I'm gonna apply it, inshallah, and share it at the same time. And you have any comments, brother and sister, you can speak, inshallah. We need before that, and his brother final advice for how household to be the best Ramadan for the Muslim, for the household, not the Muslim ummah yet.
No, not yet. We'll start
Yeah,
with our own house. Household first. You start with
Advice.
yours, then you
Final
yeah.
advice because the time.
Final advice is start now.
Start now.
Start now. Talk to each other, husbands and wives, and husbands, kids and family members. Start to talk now.
What we should do.
What do we want to do this Ramadan different than we did the last Ramadan? How can we make this Ramadan better than the last Ramadan?
Mhm.
What can we do different? And one of the things I also really want to stress out is start talking about the charities with your kids. Where are we going to donate our money? Who are we going to donate our money to? How can you explain to your kids that when you donate to the charities, you're not going to lose the money. The money comes back to you tenfold. Right? Explaining to the children, like, get them ready for, listen, during Ramadan, this is what's going to happen. We're going to give charity. You work, you don't work. I give you an allowance. You have money in your pocket. You have $100 in your pocket. Do you want to donate $10 to somebody? Do you want to give $10 to, teach your kids now and get the plan going now on when Ramadan starts, how we want to change our routines.
MashaAllah. Plus also, brother and sister, Sunnahfollowers, Dr. Ali Shihada, he been fundraising also for Sunnahfollowers. You can donate also for Sunnahfollowers also, inshallah.
Inshallah. There's a lot of organizations, and please don't mistake what I'm saying. If you're going to donate to certain charities, make sure you're looking them up and don't get scammed by fake charities.
Yeah, I heard about this.
There's a lot of fake charities. We're going to donate to Gaza. We're going to donate to Palestine. We're going to donate to Sudan.
Yeah.
Please.
Yes.
Contact them. Ask around. Look their websites up. Look at their business accounts. See how long they've been active donating. There's a lot of organizations right now. There's a lot of people on social media posting videos from people from Gaza's videos.
Yeah, unfortunately, I heard. Yeah,
saying donate to me and I'll give it to this person. And people are selling money to people. Don't
be careful.
Yeah, please be careful. Please.
Plus, it's illegal sometimes. We have to be careful. Inshallah.
And then you got to make sure that if you're donating it to somebody, make sure they're not. You're not giving the money to somebody that's going to get you in trouble for donating to them.
Exactly. May Allah make us peace and tranquility for all the Muslims. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala make this Ramadan the best Ramadan for all the Muslim ummah. May Allah provide the people in Gaza, in Sudan, in Algeria, in Rohingya, in the whole world, whoever in Yemen, and many in Sudan. Allah, a lot of Muslim country, make dua for them, especially this month. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will accept our dua more than this month, brother, and be part of this part. And inshallah, next week we're going to speak more about that to encourage us to be united, to make our house safe and tranquility. May Allah make safe and tranquility all the houses. Ya Rabbi. Jazakumullah khair for listening to us, inshallah. It's very important to share all this to everyone. سبحانك اللهم وبحمدك أشهد أن لا إله إلا أنت أستغفرك وأتوب إليك. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. جزاكم الله تعالى